Okay, welcome to this tutorial on how to import and edit video in iMovie. First of all, this is a Mac, and you'll see at the bottom down here this star is the iMovie icon. So we're going to go ahead and open iMovie. Okay, so here we have our project screen. Up at the top you'll see Project Library. What we're going to do is start a new project. So we'll come to File and New Project. You can then pick from a theme, but for the most part the best thing to do is just leave it at the default, which is no theme. Come over to the right and name your project. My awesome project. Everything else we can leave as is. You can, if you want to, at this point automatically add transitions. So we can go ahead and do that. If you add transitions automatically, it will be the same transition between every single slide, which isn't bad. It can save you some time. So I'm going to go ahead and add, let's do mosaic. So we'll go ahead and automatically add that mosaic. It will save us some time. And I'm going to click Create. So now we have an empty project library. What you'll do now is connect your device. I'm going to connect an iPod that I have, an iPod Nano. And if you're using an Apple product, Apple products work really well on this. I'm going to go ahead and shut down iTunes, which automatically opened with the iPod. Now what you're going to get, if you connect an Apple product, is automatically it will detect it and it will say up here, import from Apple iPod. This is where you'll select the clips that you've shot. And you'll only want to import what you want to use. So I'm going to import this photo of the cat doing yoga. We'll import a little bit of Wheezy, and we'll import this clip right here. So I'm going to now import the checked clips. You'll get a drop-down screen up here. You can either add it to an existing event if you've already created one, or you can create a new event. We're going to create a new event, and I like to title it the same thing that we title the project, so it will be my awesome project. And select Import. And then we wait a couple minutes. The more footage that you have, or the more clips that you have, the longer this process will take. Sometimes it takes 6 or 7 minutes. Because we only have a 35-second clip, this is only going to take 30 seconds. So now it will tell you your import is complete. You can click OK, and you can click down here, Done. We are done with that screen. Now you should see your clips. So what you're going to do is decide what you want to start with. I want to start, well, even before we do that, over here on the right, under the picture of Wheezy here, you will see a music note, and if you just put your cursor over it, it will tell you kind of what it is, Music and Sound Effects browser. You'll see a camera image, which is your photo browser, and a big T, which is your title bar. So right now I want to add a title to this project. So I'm going to click T, and this will bring up your options. If you, again, hang your cursor over one of them, it will show you any special effects that it has. Not all of them have special effects. I'm just going to go with a basic title. So I'm going to click this screen, and I'm going to just hold it. I'm holding my finger down on the trackpad on the laptop, and I'm dragging it. When you drag it, you can choose the background. We're just going to go with something like, let's go with red, so that'll pop. Okay, so we're ready to go. You'll see a yellow bar above this, yellow bar that has 3 seconds text. If you click that, then you come over and add your text. This is my project. You'll see it says Show Fonts. If you click Show Fonts, you'll now get font options. Notice as I hang my cursor over each one, the text changes. So I'm going to go with maybe Impact. Once you choose something, just click it and it will stay selected. You can also then change your color if you want yellow or hot pink. Maybe I think white is fine, but let's go ahead and change it to yellow. And then you can change your size. Go up to 9. And then click Done. Although over here we're going to have to go smaller because as you can see it doesn't fit in this screen. So for the rest of it, looks like we're stuck with 3. This is my project. Done. Okay. And then we say Done. So there you are. This is my project. Notice it included the automatic transition that I put in the beginning. Now it's time for our video. This is a video clip. I'm going to go down and select it. I'm going to click Done. Once it's all selected in yellow, again, you can push down on the trackboard and then use your finger and drag it up. And so here we have this 30 seconds video. If there's too much at the end and you want to take out the part where Parker is eating his sandwich, then you can, again, just select the part that you don't want. We don't want him taking a bite. We're going to end it there. Notice the piece that's in yellow. If you select that yellow piece and click delete, it will go away. And that is how you cut video. You can cut from the beginning, you can cut from the end, or, now here's the tricky part, but it's also very cool. If you want to cut something in the middle, let's say you don't want Parker touching his face. You want to take that out. What we're going to do is I'm going to start this process right before he touches his face. I'm going to drag until he's finished touching his face. Notice it's in yellow. And then I'm going to come up here to clip. And notice you have special effects. You have fast forward, instant replay, rewind. I'm going to come down. I'm going to split this clip. I want to be able to split it so that then I can delete that part. So now we have 3 different clips. If at any time there's something in the middle that you want to just maybe take a little bit out of, or you can split a clip like that. If you just want to take a little bit out of that. And again, you can highlight it and get rid of it. Okay, notice it's adding our transitions. Let's look at this little icon for a second. I'm over here on my title page and I see like a little tools icon. If I click that arrow, it's going to tell me some things I can do with this title screen. I can edit this clip. So I'm going to go to clip adjustments. If you want something to last longer, you can adjust its duration. This is lasting 3 seconds. If you had a lot of writing on a text or you had something that was scrolling that you wanted to make sure that your audience read, you can change this duration. We can change it to 5 seconds. Done. And again, when you do that, you see it's now 5 seconds. For the video clips themselves, you have a lot of options. I'm going to again click on this little gadget. Notice I have clip adjustments, video adjustments, audio adjustments, and cropping and rotation. If I click on clip adjustments, here again you have duration. You can change the duration. You can select an effect. You can change it to film grain or heat wave or x-ray or vignette. So you have a lot of different things that you can do. You can take a clip and make it black and white. Let's go ahead and make this black and white. And then you also have audio effects. You can change the audio effect. For the most part, you won't want to do this unless, listen to how it changes. Robot.
What would you like to see? Cafeteria.
So we're going to go ahead and have that be what we do with the clip. If I click on video, you can make it brighter, you can adjust exposure, you can adjust the color. And then on audio, you can do a few things. Here's the volume up at the top. You can turn up the audio if you need to. You can fade in the audio or fade out. You can enhance the audio by reducing the background noise. Or if you don't want any audio in the clip at all, I just drag it to 0. That way, if I want to do a voiceover, much like I'm doing now, I'll be able to do that. And again, once you're finished with that, you just click Done, and you're good to go. So this is basically how to make a movie in iMovie. If we come back over to the toolbars, right next to the text tab, you have different transitions that you can use. We have elected to use automatic transitions, but if you wanted to change that and do your own, this will give you the list of all the transitions available. If you want to add still shots, we can click on the camera and you can find photos that you've downloaded that you want to add. Or you can download or choose music. So if I wanted to add this nice little suave jazzy tune, again, this is all drop and drag. So I'm going to drop it where I want it to start, and there we go. If I want to drag it out, make it last longer, I can do that. So that's the basics of iMovie. You're importing, and then you're just dragging clips from one place to another. You can easily reorder them just simply by dragging them and moving them. Again, here's your title bar. You can drop text over top of clips. That's how you make a movie. Let's say we're finished with it. We're ready to share it. If you come to the share button, you can share several ways. If you have a YouTube account, you can click YouTube and then put in your account information right here. If you have a Vimeo account, same thing. Otherwise, probably the easiest thing to do is to share to iTunes or export movie. If I share it to iTunes, it'll be easy to grab it, stick it back on your iPhone or stick it back on your iPod and take it with you. And you can choose the size. Obviously, the larger the size, the longer it takes, and then you click Publish. And that is the iTunes tutorial, iMovie tutorial. All right, hope you liked it.